Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Joe coming at you with my week 2 and week 3 post-op update. For those of you who may be catching the series for the first time, I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery on July 31st of 2018. At that time, when I started my liquid diet, my heavy weight was 284 pounds. By the time I hit surgery on that date, I was down 270 pounds. And coming at you today, I am weighing in just over 252 pounds, so 252.2 pounds. And so doing pretty well, or at least I think so anyway. Definitely can notice the weight loss slowing down at this point. So just to give you guys a breakdown, because I know it's been a couple weeks for the regular viewers here as well. Between week 1 and week 2, I lost 6 pounds, and between week 2 and week 3, which today is my 3-week surgery, we use that word now, okay? So I'm down another 3 pounds from that. So, stalling like a Russian dictator here is all I can say. Slowing down the progress and all of that, I'm not too concerned about it right now. I think my wife put it the best when she told me, suck it up, buttercup, because essentially I've lost a little over 30 pounds in just under 30 days, or just at 30 days. So that's good. When I was dieting, doing other stuff, if I would have lost 30 pounds in 30 days, I'd be doing a happy dance right now. And maybe I will, but not on camera, guys. Some things stay private. So, but yeah, overall, week 2 and week 3 went well. I've been feeling good since surgery. Week 1 was a little sore and stuff like that. Week 2, the beginning of it was a little sore, still a little tired, but probably a couple days into week 2, just really everything started going pretty good. Got out, as far as energy, got out and did all my lawn work. I thought I was just going to cut the backyard, ended up cutting the back, cutting the front, doing all the edging, weed eating, all that good stuff. So did the entire yard front and back, and really didn't have much of a problem with it. Try to keep me a drink on my riding lawnmower, that way I can drink that while I was doing things, and then just in between changing the attachments for the edger and the weed eater, try to keep drinking as well. I do notice that I tend to get a bit thirstier when doing my yard work now, and I don't really remember if that's just how summer works because it's hot, or if that's something new. But typically speaking, I don't really get thirsty, which makes it difficult sometimes getting in my fluids, but could definitely notice when I was doing the yard work. But of course it was 85, almost 90 degrees, so that may have had something to do with it there. But for energy, I've been doing, feeling pretty good. As far as eating right now, I am still on soft proteins. So chicken, seafood, turkey, stuff like that. I can have beans, lentils, also cottage cheese. And so that's really it. So what I've been doing is 3 meals a day, and then I also have a protein shake. As far as eating right now and food, my biggest challenge right now is getting in 80 grams of protein a day. That's what my nutritionist wants me at, and that's what I'm trying to hit. It's just difficult because I don't want to drink a bunch of shakes and then not get used to having food. And depending on that, obviously I'll still need a shake every day for probably the rest of my life, just because it's really, to get in 80 grams of protein eating 2 ounces of meat at a time is just not really feasible. So that's it. Couple of secrets I've had just to kind of help you guys out on what I'm having is cottage cheese. The cottage cheese I get for a half cup serving is 13 grams of protein. So that's a good start for the day. I can usually get in about a half a cup. Sometimes it's less. It just kind of really depends on the day. But a lot of times I can get in the half cup, and it fills me up for a while. Like I said, it's got 13 grams of protein, so it's a really good thing to have in the morning for breakfast. When you consider, if you eat an egg, that's only 7 grams of protein. So I can kind of, for the same volume, double up my protein intake. The other thing I found that's been helping me really well, and is something that's pretty easy to get down, and something that helps out, is the Starkist, or I use the Great Value ones. I'm cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but I use those and the little foil packs of tuna. So for the 2.5 ounces that it is actually 15 to 18 grams of protein. And I say 15 to 18 because the regular ones without any seasoning are just 18 grams. Some of them are 19 depending on the brand. But the actual flavored ones I found are usually 15 or 16. I don't know why that is. I don't know if they're having to put, less tuna and more seasoning in there to kind of equal the weight. I really don't know. I'm not a tuna packager, so I couldn't tell you. But that helps out a lot because, if you figure 15 grams of protein for the tuna, 13 for the cottage cheese, that's already 28 grams. Plus the protein shake is 30. That puts me up to 58 grams. It's still short of my 80, but then for dinner, I eat, another 10 or so grams. And so I'm getting closer and closer each day. I don't know if that changes. I know right now, for 2 ounces of food is about a quarter cup, give or take. So at the beginning, so I think I'm okay on that. I think as I go on, I'll probably eat a bit more than what I am right now, and that may take me up to the 80 grams that we need. If I need to add in another protein shake, I will, but like I said, I'm really trying not to live on protein shakes. I don't much care for them, to be honest with you. And like I said, I don't want to get to a point where it's just protein shakes and then I get released to a regular, diet and I can't really eat anything and I'm still having to do protein shakes because I really haven't learned what full is or, learned to what meat I can tolerate, what meat I can't tolerate, stuff like that. So I really want to use this period to learn. My surgeon did explain that, nutrition, while important in the beginning, I've had a regular diet. All my, blood work was relatively normal. So I wasn't really deficient in nutrients going into the surgery. So he said it'll take months to actually start developing deficiencies. So as you're going through and you're having your shakes and stuff like that, this is kind of the time. And then if you need to start supplementing, like I said, it's not really going to hurt anything in the beginning. So we'll kind of let the surgeon guide me there, and we'll see what the nutritionist says. I do have another follow-up in a few weeks, so I'll probably talk to him then. Also thinking about going to some of the support groups. They're actually run by our nutritionist, and just kind of gauging where people were at this point. And, for those of you that are farther along than I am, please feel free, leave a comment below and just kind of tell me where you are. The one thing I've learned, researching this and then finally going through the process is every program is different. Some programs are, people are still on shakes 3 weeks afterwards. Some of them are already released to a full diet. Some people are apparently eating pasta. I don't know that that's really in the literature for these programs, but they're doing it anyway and seem to be doing okay. So I'm just going to, like I said, stick with my program, keep doing what they ask of me, and keep moving through there. The other goal I had was 64 ounces of liquid a day. I'm doing fine on that. I'm usually around 70 to 80 ounces by the time everything's said and done. Some days I'll look back and I only have 50, and I'm okay with that. I'm not, doing the simple urine test. I'm not, dehydrated or anything like that. So I think I'm doing okay there. As far as that's concerned, as far as, people asking, how many calories are you getting and stuff like that. I look back, I am tracking my meals just to kind of, really the only thing I'm targeting right now is protein and fluid. But I notice I'm between 300 and 500 calories a day. The last week or so has been closer probably to 500. And like I said, that's the 3 meals and 1 shake. That's really all I'm doing there. I know pre-op they wanted me around 1,000 calories, but I don't see any way outside of just continuing to drink shakes that anyone in my position, eating 2 ounces of meat at a time is ever going to hit 1,000 calories. So, like I said, I'm not really worried about that. I'm more focused on what the protein number is. I'm 250 something pounds still. I'm not going to starve to death. I'm certainly not hungry as part of this. So, like I said, we're going to keep trucking and doing what the surgeon says and kind of just working on that. So, but that's it. As far as the stall, for anyone watching this that may not have been through this process yet and you're just kind of researching it, most people stall somewhere between week 2, week 3, etc. Some of them, even the first month, they don't really lose a whole lot of weight, and then they'll start dropping weight again. So, panic, but no, not really. It's one of the things that I kind of expected. Did I wish I was one of the exceptions, one of the guys that lose 40 pounds a month, doesn't really matter what he does? I did. I won't lie, but it just wasn't meant to be. So I'll keep trucking and plugging along and just see where I end up. at the end of the month. So like I said, July 31st was when I had the surgery. So August 31st, we'll kind of see where we are. Hoping to lose 30 pounds in the first month after surgery. As far as realistic, I don't really know how realistic it is. I try to set SMART goals. Is something that, you know, I've done in my career at work. And, you know, it's measurable, attainable, achievable, all that good stuff. And you got Google, you can look it up. I don't remember what all the acronyms are. But, you know, I don't know because everyone's kind of all over the place. I asked the surgeon what I could expect to lose. There wasn't really a number there. You know, they do expect me to lose about 80% of my excess body fat, which is good. However, it's how it loses, how it comes off, stuff like that is kind of different for everybody. There's not really a gauge for it. So I was following one guy on Instagram, and, you know, he lost 30 something pounds the first month, and then it was kind of 10 pounds each month afterwards. I followed other people who are still losing 30 pounds a month. But those guys are, you know, 400 and 500 pounds. I started sub 300, which is still, you know, still a large guy by any means, but at the same time, you know, you can't expect to lose 30 pounds for 6 months if you only weigh 280 pounds to start with. So I'm trying to keep it a bit realistic and attainable. But yeah, it's just, there's not really a set definition. So if you're thinking about having the surgery and you're watching this video, just know that if you stick with the plan, it'll keep coming off. That's the one common thread you'll see all over the internet, is that even though someone might hit a stall, they keep plugging at it. Even when you're discouraged, you know, about it and you don't think it's coming fast enough, it is going to come. That's just, you're going to lose weight on this surgery. What you'll have to worry about is at the end, the same thing I'm worried about is once I hit my goal or get closer to it, and I can eat more food to make sure that I'm still eating the right things. That way I don't start gaining weight back. Some people think that, you know, you can have weight loss surgery and that's it. You'll never gain any weight again. And that's just simply not true. You can look at the communities online and you can see where people have gained back, you know, sometimes 20 or 30 pounds, sometimes even more, because, you know, they start drinking again, or they start, you know, eating the wrong foods and stuff like that. And it's certainly something that you can do. So, just be wary of that. Right now, I think I'm doing okay. The only real things I've had off plan is I've had some ground beef, which my nutritionist actually wanted us away from beef for about 6 months until then. And then even then, just kind of limit how much red meat you're taking in. I've had a little bit of ground meat. It was taco night. As a matter of fact, it's taco night tonight, Taco Tuesday. So I'm gonna have a little bit of ground beef because, just quite frankly, I'm not going to go and cook another piece of 2 ounces of something to have to eat. That's different. So we don't have it very often. I'm not going to try steak or anything. I think that would probably be a bit tougher to eat at this point. So I don't want to do that. But other than that, the other night they were having some Doritos. I had a Dorito and that was it. And, you know, stuff like that I just don't think is really going to move the dial that much. So but that's it, guys. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know what's going on. Try to get videos out weekly on Tuesdays. That's, you know, just kind of keep it each week. Last week, you know, life happened and it got busy, and so you know, you had to wait to see me. I'm sorry. I know you're looking forward to it, especially the guys who don't know who I am. This is your first video. You know you're looking forward to it. You wanted to find me last week, but you didn't, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm here now. So everybody, click the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit the little bell for notifications, because apparently YouTube doesn't know how to notify people just off of a subscription. You also have to sign up for it. And, you know, share the video if you think it'll help somebody along in their journey, or if you are thinking about it, you know, post it out there. If you know someone if you think my video will help somebody, just please go ahead and share it and get it out there. Other than that, I will see you guys back next week. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and you'll see all the things that I'm doing there. One other question for you guys, actually. Almost forgot, actually, because I haven't stopped the video yet. You know, I've noticed online that after probably 18 months, maybe 2 years, a lot of the guys going through the journey, and gals as well, they stop making videos, and they're kind of already up to date, and they're out living life, and they're all skinny now and perfect, and we don't have to worry about them or something. I don't know. But they tend to stop because usually after 18 months or so, there's not really a whole lot to kind of do content on. You've already really lost your weight at that point. You might be venturing into new things, but it doesn't really fit into a weight loss channel or something like that. So the question I have for you guys was, as I start moving further along and get released back to a full diet, would you guys like to see some videos of cooking and preparing different meals that are VSG friendly? I love to cook. I've said it, I think, in a couple other videos. That's not going away. I still love to cook, love to grill, especially smoking meats, all that good stuff. So if you would like to see something like that, give me a comment below and just give me your thoughts on it. Let me know. And like I said, it'll probably be a little bit. I've got probably 3 more weeks before I'm released to a normal bariatric diet where I can, start throwing in veggies and stuff like that. But I've got a lot of ideas for, things that are not only VSG friendly or weight loss surgery friendly, be it, gastric bypass, whatever the case is, but are also friendly for the family, something they will eat as well. And you don't, feel like you're punishing your family for making, I don't know, whatever meals are out there. So let me know in the comment section just what you think about that, and we'll go ahead and we'll make some plans to kind of get some things going. It's something I think I'd like to try a couple times, so hopefully you guys will bear with me. But certainly if you're one of those people that don't like to cook or have trouble thinking of meals, something like that, definitely let me know, because I'm usually pretty good at throwing stuff together from whatever's stuck in the fridge. So, but that's it, guys. Sorry this video is a little rambly, a little longer than what I'd like to put out there. For the people that are going to ask, because I can see my shirt kind of peeking through the title up here, it says life is too short to remove USB safely. If you don't understand that, don't worry about it. I'm a nerd. But for the guys of you that I know, somebody's going to comment and ask what's on your shirt, because all they can see is life. But that's it. So I'll let you guys get back to whatever you're doing. I appreciate you sticking around watching the video, and I will see you next week.